So, starting with our Pilates posture. Start with your feet together and then bring your heels out and then your toes out. Check that they're parallel. Good, and then take a breath in. And on the exhale, gently soften your knees. And imagine your pelvis is a bucket filled up with water, and you're going to tilt that pelvis back and forth, splashing the water forward and backwards. Good, and just feel that movement in your pelvis. You may need to bend your knees a little bit more to get more movement. And then we're going to slow that movement down and imagine the water in your bucket is leveling out. That there is your neutral spine. And then we're going to find our pelvic floor. So back passage leading to the front squeeze. And imagine you're squeezing it up through the body, all the way up to the top of the head. Relax the shoulders, keep breathing normally as you keep that engagement. Then take a breath in and slowly release it down to 30%. Inhale, squeeze it back up to 50%. And then release all the way down. Inhale, hold it at 30% and keep it there. Finding your TVA, that band of muscle that goes around the waist. Imagine you've got a belt on, you're going to take it all the way to that last hold. So suck in the belly button to the spine, lift it up and hold it in as tight as you can. You may feel it pinching in your back if you've got a tight back. Exhale, release it out. Engage again, holding it to 50%. Exhale, release. And then hold it in at 30%. Keep it there. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bring your shoulders down into your back pocket. Feel nice and tall through the spine, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale through the nose, expanding your rib cage out nice and wide. Excuse me. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale again. Really keep your chest down and just feel the rib cage really expanding at the back. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Fill up the lungs as much as you can. And then exhale, let it all out. Good. Now on to our warm-up. Inhale, bring those shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, bring your shoulder blades together at the back. And exhale, release them down. Shoulder circles, forward, up, back and down, as big as you can. Through that shoulder joint. Last one this way. And then go back, up, forward and down. Good, as big as you can through the shoulder joint. Last one. And then bring in the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down in front. Inhale up. Keep that neutral spine. Keep your TVA engaged. Last one this way. And then bring your arms forward, up, back and down. Good, one more. Nice. Widening your stance now, keeping your hips facing forward. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, rotate round, looking over your shoulder. Keep that hip forward. Inhale. Exhale, rotate round all the way to the other side. Inhale, feel tall. Exhale, rotate round. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Come back to center. Onto our side bends now. So imagine that bowl that you're holding. Right arm above the head, left arm to the belly button. Stick the hip out to the side and stretch down the side of the body. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Change over arms and stretch down the other side. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come back. One more time over side. This time look up to the palm of your hands. Inhale. Exhale, change. Good. And then come back to center. Warming up those thighs. So turn out those toes. Check your shoulders are in your back pocket. Your TVA is engaged. You've got your neutral spine. Inhale, coming down, opening up the inner thighs. Checking your knees are tracking your big toe and the second toe. They're coming in a little bit, push them back. Squeeze the glutes and come up nice and tall. Inhale, going down. Each time you go down, make sure you can feel it in the inner thighs. Squeeze, come back up. 2 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Feel tall. Last one. Inhale, down. And we're pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Right heel comes off the floor. Release. Left heel. Release. Both heels. Hold it. Use your core. Come up. Keep the heels off the floor. Shoulders back. Core engaged. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come down again. Keeping those heels off the floor. Don't worry if they go down. And release the heels. Come up and shake those legs out. Good. Okay, so we're going to go on to our balance exercise now. So it's one we haven't done before, so it's a new one. Make sure you've got enough room in front and behind. So it's a combination of the two that we've done before, the balance with the knee up and then side kick with the leg going behind you, but the body can go forward. You do have anything nearby that you can hold for support, please do use it or grab a chair. Otherwise, we're going to practice this one. So nice and tall, your Pilates stance, shoulders in your back pocket, core engaged, neutral spine. You're going to inhale, lift your leg up, one leg up so that the knee is in line with your hip. Keep those hips level, nice and tall. Can place your hands on your hips as you like. You're going to bring that leg back and you're going to rock your body forward and stretch out that leg. Use that core and then bring it back up so that knee is in line. Good. If you need to put your foot down at any time, please do. Keep your hips level, core engaged, eyes focused on a point in front of you that's not moving. Extend that leg, come forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring yourself back up. Knee coming up, shoulders back, nice and tall. Good. 2 more. Inhale, leaning forward, extend that leg out, hips level, core engaged. Inhale, exhale, bring that leg back up. And 1 more. Inhale, rocking forward as we extend that leg back. Check those hips are level. Ooh, there you go. And then come up. I've lost it on that last one. Never mind. Shoulders back, core engaged. And shake out that leg. Well done. Does take a bit of focus and also a flat ground, and if you've got carpet and mat, it makes it harder. So if you're on a harder floor, it actually makes it easier for you. So shoulders back, core engaged. That's my excuse anyway. Inhale, lift the other leg up. Check your posture. Hands on hips if you're brave, or hold on to something for support. And then tilt forward, extending that leg, leaning forward. Check that weight on that leg. Inhale, hips level, and then exhale, come up. Shoulders back, nice and tall. And again, inhale, rocking forward, extending that leg back, hips level, and then inhale, exhale, bring that leg back up. 2 more. Inhale, rock forward, extend, exhale, come up. You might find one side is better than the other. That's normal. Just means you've got to work that side that isn't as balanced as the other a little bit harder. And then coming up. Shoulders back, head up nice and tall. And shake those legs out. Did we manage that? Thumbs up. Well done, everyone. Good. All right, lovely. I'll make it harder next time. So, feet hip distance apart at the back of your mat. We're going to go into our roll down and then roll down into press up. So, shoulders back, core engaged. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling down the spine. Now, if you know that you've got any back problems, keep your knees bent. Otherwise, just let those arms hang loose from the shoulder joint. Keep the chin tucked in and breathe into this stretch here. If it's feeling uncomfortable around the stomach, just widen your stance or come up a little bit higher. But just feel the weight of your arms pulling you down. That chin tucked into chest and that belly button sucked in towards the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll back up the spine. Feel each vertebra stacking one by one. Bring those shoulders back and your head up nice and tall. Now, if that felt okay, we're going to go down and we're going to make it a little bit harder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down the spine. Rolling one vertebra at a time. If you're not touching the floor, hold on to your opposite elbow. Tuck your head between your arms and let your arms pull you down. Otherwise, if you are, bend your knees, bring your chest to your thighs, place the palms of your hands down, lift up the hips, keep your chin tucked in towards your chest, belly button sucked in towards the spine. Breathe into that stretch. And then take a breath in. And exhale, slowly roll back up the spine, stacking each vertebra one by one. Shoulders back, head up nice and tall. Good job. Okay, so if you want to stay with the roll down, please do. Otherwise, we're going to go into roll down press up. I've got 3 press ups for you to try. You haven't done them before. First one easier, second one midway harder, and third one's the full press up. So pick which one you want to do. We're going to do 2 press ups for those that have done it before. Otherwise, if you're new, just do the one or continue with the roll down or stay down and continue with the press ups. You've got choices. Use which one's good for you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling down the spine. So I'm going to demonstrate with you the first one, which is the box press up. Walking forward into downward dog. Bending your knees and bring them down towards the floor. Uncurling your toes. Wrists underneath shoulders. Shoulders underneath the wrists. Shoulder blades back. Core engaged. Bending at the elbows and the hip as you inhale down. Exhale, push up. So we're doing 2. So one more. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. Feel that spine nice and long. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees. Downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet and slowly roll back up. Now, if you feel dizzy at all, just stay down with the press ups. Don't come back up. Off we go for the half press up. Do stick with the box if you find that suits you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll down the spine. But if you find it easy, then don't do it. Come with me to the half press up, where you come into a plank position, but you bring your knees down, but don't lift that thumb up. Bending just from the elbows. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. We're going for 2. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. Curl the toes. Lift the knees. Downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet and slowly roll back up the spine. Shoulders back, head up nice and tall. Last one, and we're going to stay down afterwards. So when you're ready, inhale through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down the spine. So this one is the full press up, but anyone wants to stay with the half or the box, please do. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. Bring the knees down, uncurl the toes, and let's go into child pose for a little stretch, just to get our breath back if we need to. And it's a nice arm stretch, lat stretch, and stretching out the back. Good. Okay, so next one is swimming. So we're still on our knees and our wrists. Now, if you're on a hard surface, do roll up your mat and make more of a cushion for your knees or your wrists if you need it. So, knees should be underneath hip and wrists should be underneath shoulders. Shoulder blades back and core engaged. Now, at the all time, watch your lower back. What I don't want to see is this arch. So you've got to suck in your tummy muscles and tilt your pelvis. Good, keep that neck nice and long as you look down. We're going to start with the right arm, sweeping it forward without dropping your shoulders. Exhale, bring it back. Left arm sweep. Exhale, bring it back. We're going to go straight to the legs. Try not to dip the hips. Keep them level. This is the hardest bit. Tilt the, sweep the leg back. Bring it back to center. Change legs. Sweep. Bring back to center. Opposite arm to leg. So sweep forward. Don't lift the ground yet. Bring it back to center. Sweep. Make sure you're not tilting, dropping a shoulder or a hip. Bring it back to center. It's really helpful, this one, to do if you have a mirror in front of you that you can check your posture. Otherwise, you've just got to really focus on keeping your shoulders level, your hips level, and stop that lower back from dipping. Continue, inhale, exhale back. Keep a good distance between your knees. If you naturally bring them in, just make sure that they're hip distance apart. Good. And if this feels okay, you can come onto the lift. So we start with the sweep and then engage your core so you don't lose that dip. Well, you don't gain a dip, and then sweep the arm forward and sweep it back. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift, inhale, down, exhale, bring it back. Continue, inhale, sweep, exhale, lift, inhale, down, exhale, back. Watch that lower back. Engage the hips so you're not lifting them or sweeping them up one side higher than the other. Bring it down. Good. Keep going. Sweep, lift, inhale, exhale down. One more. Good. We're going to work the legs a little bit more. So if this feels hard for you on your wrist, you can come up onto a fist and come onto your fist that way. That kind of supports your wrist a little bit better if you find that okay. Or you can roll up your mat, and just that little bit of support with the wrist may help. So shoulders back, core engaged. We're going to sweep your right leg behind you. We're going to point the toe down, push the heel away. Keep those hips level, that tummy muscle engaged. We're going to lift up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going over to the crossover. So we're crossing over and back. So it's going over the other leg. For 2, we're going for 10. Try not to twist at the hips. 3, 4, keep those hips level. Use your core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now extend that leg up and bend at the knee. We're going to kick that leg up for 10. Again, watch your lower back. Really engage the tummy muscles. Imagine you've got a belt around it. And kick up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Bring that knee down and just come into child pose for a bit of a stretch here. And then we've got it all to come onto your other side. So again, shoulders back, core engaged. Imagine that belt around the waist, extending your left leg out, toe down, heel pushed away. Keep those hips level, up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and crossover. 1, 2, keep those hips level. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it back to center, lift it up, bend at the knee, kick up to the ceiling. Off we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release it down and come back into child pose. Well done, everyone. Bit new that time. Wiggle your fingers, rotate your wrists, just take that tension out of the arms. Well done. Okay, so swinging your legs round, coming into your seated position, facing the front, into our roll down. So if you do have any back problems, this is where you might want to use a pillow for support at your back, or if you do have a Pilates ball, you may want to use that. Knees bent if you do have back problems or you're not strong enough just yet. Otherwise, keep those legs straight, toes towards you. Legs together, nice and tall through the spine, shoulders back, core engaged, arms out in front. Inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis, go down that little bit more. Exhale, come up, really stretch through the spine. Keep those shoulders down. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, go down. New vertebra touch. Exhale, come up, nice and tall. Keep those legs together. Inhale, down that little bit more, new vertebra touch. Exhale, come up, stretch that spine, keep those shoulders down. 3 more. Good, really feeling that spine. You're sitting at a desk all day. It's a nice one to do. Keeping those shoulder blades back and down. Last one. Those that can, you want to, all the way down. As you come back up, make sure it's a smooth movement. And we're going to stretch over those legs. Good. Well done, and take a little breather here. All right, so the next exercise, we haven't done for a very long time, and some of you may have never done this one. We do it normally on our stomachs in a plank position, but this time we're going to do it on our backs. So, option here of using your wrist or coming onto your forearms. So if they're a bit sore from what we've just done, come onto your forearms. Feet hip distance apart, so feet together, heels out, toes out. So I'll demonstrate the first one with my forearms on the ground. You want your elbows underneath your shoulders. You're going to do the same as what we do in a shoulder bridge, is that tilt the pelvis, so you're lifting the lower pelvis off the ground, and then you're going to exhale, lift the hips up as high as you can. Now if you're on your forearms, it might not be that much. It may be very small. In fact, you might not even come off it, but you're tilting and you're engaging, and that's fine. Exhale, release down. And if you are coming onto your forearms, your hands can face towards your feet. And then inhale, tilt the pelvis, lift up, and bring the hips up towards the ceiling. Bring your head back, put your shoulder blades down, don't let them up by your ears. Engage your glutes and your pelvis. And then exhale, come down. Good, we're going to do that 3 more times, whichever level suits you. Off we go, tilt the pelvis. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, come down. Control that release. 2 more. Push your feet down to help you lift up. Inhale, tilt, lift up. See if you can get your hips in line with your knees. Don't worry if you can't. This is the first time some of you have done this exercise. Exhale, coming down. 1 more. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, lift up, squeeze the glutes. Head back, shoulder blades down, not up by the ears. And then exhale, release. And we're going to just stretch over our legs a little bit more. And again, if you need to, just wiggle your fingers, rotate your wrists. And I think that's the last one we're on our wrist for. We've got the rollovers to do. So, our 15-second roll down. Nice and tall, core engaged, arms out in front of you. So if you're new, the challenge is to stay low down for longer. But if you're new, you may want to stay higher for longer. All right, shoulder blades down, core engaged, off we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those shoulders down, keep that tummy muscles engaged. 8, 9, 10. Anyone wants to take the last 5? Bring your hands behind your head. 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And it makes such a difference bringing those hands behind your head. Whew. Just make sure you're not pulling on the neck when you do those exercises. Breathe into that core. Well done. Okay, so as we're on our backs, the first one is 100. So I know you're all going, yeah, I can't wait. Yep, I hear you. Right, so feet together, heels out, toes out, neutral spine, so that tilting of the pelvis, the bucket standing up, same as laying down. Find it on your lower back, tummy muscles engaged, shoulders into your back pocket, arms down by your side. Now that belt around your waist, I want you to feel like you've got it on that third hole, or those tight pair of jeans you've got on. Keep that engagement through that stomach. Okay, focusing on your breathing. Inhale through the nose, push your rib cage down into the floor. Exhale through the mouth and feel the tummy muscles coming together. Inhale, push that rib cage down. Exhale. Feel the abs contracting. 2 more. Last one. Keep that breathing going. On your inhale, bring one leg up to tabletop, knee above the hip, shin parallel to the ceiling. If that feels okay, keep that tummy muscle engaged. Those tight jeans on. Bring your second leg up to tabletop. Push your rib cage down if you feel your lower back is arching. Third stage, head and shoulders peel off the floor. Arms come up and you're pulsing with those arms, the only part of your body that's moving. Inhale for 5 pulses. Exhale for 5. If anyone has a back problem, release one leg down. Keep going with one leg up. Change over legs after every 2 breaths. If your neck is taking the strain, use a pillow or a block or just rest that head down. But keep going. And if you want to take it further, bring those heels together, push the toes away so you're making a nice V shape. And bring your legs forward. Squeeze those thighs together. Keep breathing. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. And if anyone wants to bring that upper body up, stretch that spine nice and long. Tummy muscles engaged, shoulder blades down. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. We've got 3 more breaths to go. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, inhale through the nose, push that rib cage down. Exhale through the mouth. Feel the tummy muscles engaged. Last one. And then exhale. Release the head and shoulders. Release one leg. Release the other. And take yourself into that full and well-deserved full body stretch through the core. Ooh. I definitely felt it in that abs there. Well done. Okay, right guys, on to our next one. We're going to do our sit-ups or roll-ups. So they're the opposite. So, I know some of you are going, yeah, I like these ones. You're right. Okay, so if you have a resistance band and you know that you struggle with this one, you can use it behind your thighs. If you don't have a resistance band, you may want to use a plastic band, you may want to use a belt from your dressing gown or anything that you have to hold on to. Otherwise, you can use your hands as a lever. So you're going to inhale, lift your head and shoulders off the floor, hands can come around the back, squeeze, and lift yourself up as high as you can. Don't worry if it's not full way, don't worry if it's an inch off the floor. Keep your shoulders down, and then exhale, roll back down. Now, if you don't need hand support, you can place the palms of your hands to your pelvis, and then as you inhale, tilt the pelvis, head and shoulders up, bring your hands up towards the top of your knees, and stretch up nice and tall. Really feel that spine engaged, and then deep breath in, exhale, roll down. Now, the tip is when you're doing this movement, you're doing it smoothly. So you know who I'm talking to here. It's a smooth movement. Exhale, rolling down. If there's a point where you just have to like pull yourself up, don't go there. Just go to the point where you can hold it without having to yank yourself up. You're working your abs just the same. Otherwise, you're working your back and you may pull it. So if that stage is fine, then take it to the next level by extending your legs that little bit more. Toes up to the ceiling, and again, if you have a band or anything long that you can hold on to, bring that around the feet. Same again, inhale, head and shoulders peel up, one vertebra at a time, and then you can pull on that band or belt and lift yourself up. Exhale, roll down. And then anyone that doesn't need that, again, hands come to the base of your pelvis. Inhale, head and shoulders peel up, roll up through the spine, and sit up nice and tall. And then roll back down, really nice mobility one for the spine. 2 more at this level. Know your body, protect it, don't go that extra mile if you're going to hurt your back by pulling on it. Stick to the level that you feel you've got control over, and in time those muscles will grow and you'll be able to get to that next stage. Okay, last one here, and then we're going to finish off with that full roll up. So rolling back down. For this one, legs extended. You can bring your arms up to the ceiling, palms facing each other, shoulder blades down. Inhale, as you inhale, you're pushing your rib cage down, which already gives you a little bit of a lift. Exhale, you're going to squeeze the tummy muscles, so it's curving you around naturally. And then you're going to come up and stretch over the toes. And then come back down. Now, if you're not coming all the way up, that's fine. Bend those knees, go back to that last stage, or continue to try and roll up this way. Inhale, push the rib cage down to the back. Exhale, tummy muscles engage, curl up and stretch. Good, one more. Anyone wants to take it to that last level? It's the neck pull where you're not actually pulling your neck, and I hope you're not. Bring your hands together, fingers entwined, hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. Inhale, push that rib cage down. Exhale, curl up, but don't pull on your head. The hands are just there, making it that little bit harder for you. And then you can stretch over. Be careful with that roll up for me. Nice and tall, roll down, nice and smooth, and then finish off with that nice full body stretch. Good job. Okay, nearly running out of time. So we're going to finish off with 2 exercises. One I know one particular person loves, not, but we're going to do it for a nice lower back. If you do have any lower back problems, please don't do it. Do a different exercise. 1 leg stretch, 1 leg circle, although we're doing that one to finish with. Shoulders into your back pocket. Bring 1 leg up to your tabletop. 2nd leg up to tabletop. Make sure your head and neck isn't taking any of the strain. Extend your legs to a 40-degree angle. Keep those legs together. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lift those hips up off the floor for that rollover. And then use your arms. Use the back of your arms to slow and control that roll. Now don't go fully into a rollover with the legs going above your head until you've warmed up that movement that little bit more. So control, control, control through the core. Now, if you're only managing just to lift the pelvis up, that's fine. Continue to do a few, maybe 3 or 4, and then have a rest. And then if you are, you've got that little momentum, you've got the support of your hands to lift those legs above the head, bring the toes towards you, push the heels away, and roll down the spine 1 vertebra at a time. Use your arms. It's a really good one for your triceps. If anyone knows those, they're bingo wings. Arms lifting up, toes towards, heel push away, split your legs apart, and then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. So you can do a couple there, and then you can start with your legs apart, toes towards, heel pushed away. Bring those legs above the head, bring them together, and control. You feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs when you're doing this one. So last one here. Inhale, roll over. Exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. And then bring your knees in, stretch out, and back into that full body stretch. Well done. Okay, so our last one, before we go into our stretches, one leg circle into double leg circle. So one leg up to tabletop, hands on your hips, nice circle movement through the hip joint, but the knee looks like it's drawing a circle on the ceiling. Keeping your other leg as still as you can. You can have it bent or straight, whatever gives you more of a challenge. Using your core muscles to keep that leg controlled. So as you bring that leg out, you're feeling your abs. Don't let your hips just fall down. Keep those abs controlled. Don't let the gravity take it over. One more this way. And then changing direction and going the other way. No, I haven't counted. So if you have, do the same amount one way as the other. It's normally around 5 to 7. I normally do 4, but definitely feel like I've done more than 4. I'm going to make this one the last one on this side. And then hug that knee in, release it down, and change over. And aim to do 5 to 7 circles on the other leg going one way. And then 5 to 7 going the other way. What you don't want to do is extend your knee. So this lovely 90-degree angle you have when you're at tabletop, you're going to try and keep that throughout. Common mistake is that you extend your knee. And we don't want that. We want to keep that movement just in your hip. So that's why we're keeping those hips level. So we're really working on the abs in your back to control that movement. And then going the other way. And as you get more control over your hips from swaying, that's when you can make the bigger circle movement. Good. And then once you've done that, hug one leg, hug the other leg in, wiggle the toes, rotate the ankles just to take some of the tension off. And we're going to finish off with double leg. So bringing one leg up to tabletop, second leg up to tabletop, shoulder blades into your back pocket, core engaged, bring the knees towards you, split them apart, away, together, tabletop. Always keep them about a fist apart, your knees and your ankles, when you bring them back together to tabletop, so they don't fully touch. And again, watch the knees aren't extending. Very helpful having a mirror in front of you when you're doing this exercise. I don't, so if I'm doing it wrong, do as I say, and not as I do. And then we've got one more. Again, I haven't counted because I can't. Bring those legs away, out, towards, together. So you're aiming to do at least 4, 7 max. And as slow and controlled as you can. And you may find one way harder than the other. And then once you've done that, Hug both knees in, wiggle the toes, rotate your ankle. And again, if you do have a resistance band, a bag, a belt, we're going to go into our hamstring stretch now. So placing the band or belt over your foot, bringing that leg towards you, but making sure you're not locking your knee. So that's my knee locked. You can see my patella locked. That's it, soft. Still fairly straight, but I'm not putting the pressure over my knee joint. I just want to stretch my hamstring. And the same with yourselves. Shoulder blades down. And you can have the other leg bent or straight. Up to you. And just breathe. Just focusing on that hamstring stretch. Focusing on the feeling that you've got at the back of the leg. And as you breathe, you'll feel that stretch increase. And you can bring it in that little bit more. Just be careful if you're using something that doesn't have any give, that you're not putting too much strain on your hamstring or your knee. And then if you feel at ease, bring it in some more. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, release that stretch and come into your calf stretch. So a slight difference is now that your toe comes down towards you and you're pushing your heel away, coming up towards the ceiling. And you should feel it in the upper back of your leg and your calf. And again, just breathe. If you're a runner, or if you've been doing the couch to 5K or taking up running, this one's a really good one to do. As from running, your calves can get quite tight. And again, just breathe. And then holding onto the band with the same hand as your leg, bring that leg out to the side. Hopefully you've got enough room around you. If you don't, you can do this stretch with your knee bent. And just breathe. Keep those shoulders down. You can counteract it with your opposite arm out to the side. And you should feel that in your inner thigh. And then toe towards, heel push away. Deep breath in, exhale, bring that leg back to center, change over hands, bring that up leg across to the other side. And if you like where with no room, you can bend the knee, bring your opposite arm out to the side, looking to the opposite side of the room than your leg. And feel that twist down the spine. So your hip goes one way, shoulder goes the other. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that leg back to center. One last stretch through your hamstring. Then change over legs. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Wiggle those toes. Just make sure you've got no tension in the toes as you're doing this stretch. And you're not locking your knee. If you do have any back problems, do bend the other leg. Just takes the pressure off your back. But you also might feel a nice stretch down your leg by doing this with the leg straight. Okay, taking that deep breath in, and then exhale, release, and coming into that calf stretch. Toe down, heel push away, and breathe. And then take a breath in, hold the band or the strap with the same hand as your leg. Bring that leg out to the side. Leg straight or bent, whatever you can do. And breathe, use that opposite hand to counteract that balance if you need to. And then toe towards, heel push away. Exhale, bring that leg back to center, change over hands, bring that leg across the body. Opposite arm out to the side, looking to the opposite side of the room, then your leg. And breathe through that stretch. And to increase that stretch, toe towards you, heel push away. Hold. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that leg back to center. One last stretch. Then release the band. Take yourself into a full body stretch. Wiggle the fingers, rotate the wrists. And then take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring one knee into your chest, hug it in. Wiggle the toes and rotate the ankle. 3 times one way, 3 times the other. And then when you're ready, change over legs. Hug that knee in. Wiggle just the toes. Rotate the ankle 3 times one way and 3 times the other. And again, once you've done that, bring both knees in and gently sway from side to side. Rotate through the hips one way a couple of times and then rotate the other way, giving your back a nice little massage on the floor. And then we are done.